Hey, so this week I lived without buying anything that was packed in plastic. No plastic at all. And it was easier than I thought. But then on the other hand it wasn't, and it showed me that everything is packed in plastic. Like there are so little things that are not packed in plastic. Like, I mean, for example, eggs, you can buy that in the paper package, and there is no plastic wasted. But that and fruits and vegetables are mainly the only things that I could find unpacked, unless I was in a zero waste shop. It is such a complicated topic because, for example, today is the first day that I can use plastic again, if we're playing by my living 1 week without plastic rules. And actually, like everything that I couldn't buy the week that just passed, everything that I couldn't buy, I wrote it down, and now I'm about to go and buy it because I still need it and I can't find it, or I couldn't find it unpacked, and that's so unfortunate. For example, also when I was in a supermarket, it's not just supermarket things, but when I was in a supermarket I could not find special things that I needed unpacked, and it's so bad because I think in America or the UK or I don't know where else, I have just seen videos where they were there and anyways, they found food like, I don't know, quinoa, couscous, flour, noodles, any kind of grains, and I don't know, sugar, stuff like this. They have bulk containers in the supermarket, and they just grab their own glasses and bags and they fill it in there, and then they can buy it like this. They do not have to waste plastic or any packages. We in Austria, we do not have that, and I think it's so bad. I really do. And so I was at the zero waste shop that is near my house, or where I live. So I'm very lucky, but they are not that popular yet here in Austria, and so it's such a pity. I don't know, I would like to every supermarket, if anybody sees this who works in a supermarket or is responsible for that, I mean, I doubt it, but can you please make a change? I mean, seriously, can we invite that also in Austria? Like, why do not, I can't speak English, but why don't we have that? Why? I don't get it. So it would make things so much easier, because I found so much packed in plastic. Like 95% of the things you can buy is packed in plastic. I mean, probably even more. I don't know, this is so it makes me angry, and like you can see, right, I'm not happy about it. So we have to make that change, in my opinion. It would make things way better. I could find veg and fruits without plastic packages, which, for example, is also very surprising that there are organic sections in supermarkets, in the normal supermarkets, and they sell organic stuff, but it's still packed in plastic. And I like organic stuff, so when I buy it, like, then I'm like seriously, then I will probably take the not organic things rather than the organic things that are packed in plastic. There, when I was there, I could find everything unpacked, fruits and vegetables. I mean, they had their salads, for example, packed in plastic, not all of them, but for example arugula and salads like this, they were packed in plastic. but the most vegetables and fruits were unpacked. Some of them had the little stickers on them, which I was like, do we really need them? But for most of them I could find what I needed. And then what did I eat is probably a very good question. In the morning, not always, but sometimes I ate fruit platters, because I could just cut the apples and bananas and what else, I don't know, grapefruits, stuff like that. All the fruits, I could just cut it, and there was basically no waste, unless the waste of the fruit, for example, I would not eat the banana peel, right? But it was pretty good. And then I filmed. Yeah, I actually did such a bad job at filming. But so I'm telling you, dinner was often a soup, because again, it was like in the morning you could just cut up the vegetables and then cook it with water and then just puree it. That was the whole work done. I struggle a bit, like, for example, also I have a sweet tooth, and so when I wanted to buy something sweet, like that's not fruit, I could basically not do this, because it depends on what you are craving. If it's chocolate, it's okay, I think. Maybe it's a gray zone, because it's not packed in plastic, but it's packed in that paper, which has probably a bit of plastic in it. I'm not sure, because it's always like, it looks shiny, you know, on the package, but I'm not sure. So I had that, and then what else? I think that was pretty much it. Because, for example, everything like those fruit gummies, something like this, is all packed in plastic. And if it's not, then, for example, I was not thinking about buying it, but I was thinking in my head, Skittles, for example, they come in a paper package, but the outer shell is a thin layer of plastic. Not the paper, but there is a thin foil. It's so unnecessary. Those are things that I really question. And then what else? I wanted, like, in the first days, I still had some bread. For everybody who doesn't know, I can't really eat gluten, so I always have to buy my gluten-free bread. And this gluten-free bread wastes so much plastic, because it comes in a plastic package, and in the inside there's another layer of plastic. I will show you. And it's unnecessary. So again, and so I still had some of it, but then when I ran out of it, I was thinking I could make gluten-free bread, because I still had flour at home, gluten-free flour, and I had some seeds, and the only thing that was missing was the yeast. And I was thinking about making it with the dry yeast, and so I was like, yeah, sure, like, let's buy it. Let's make bread to save plastic, so I would not have to buy it. Also, it's very expensive. And I went there and I was like, hey, cool. And then I also find this, I was in the cheap supermarket, right? And then I also found this organic package of yeast, dry yeast. And it was just 50 cents, which is, like, in Austria everything is very expensive. 50 cents for an organic package of yeast, although it's very small, is a really good deal. So I was there and I was about to buy it, and then I remembered, oh my goodness, like I went to the supermarket with the thought of buying something for the plastic-free video, right? But when I was there and I was like, hey, it's so cool, it's just 50 cents, because it was reduced, the price was reduced. I then remembered, oh, there is also a thin layer of plastic wrapped around the package of yeast. Can you tell me why? Because sometimes I think, like, yeah, maybe it's so nothing gets out of the package, it's like another layer of so that everything is secure, for example, that it doesn't rip open. But for example, this package of yeast, like, how would it rip open? So it's I don't know. I do not have a real, like, what can you take from this video? I don't know. I don't know it for myself either. Like, now the week is over and I'm like, cool, now I can buy the stuff that I actually need, but it's still packed in plastic. So I just took a break from buying plastic, but now I'm going straight back to it again. It's not a cool thing. Obviously it's not, but I don't know. I don't know how to make it at the moment. Yeah. I know I've talked so long and I do not know how long this video will be, how much I can cut away and edit and blah blah, but I think it's a very important topic, so I'm not gonna record it again because, like, I think my reactions were very honest and very clear, and so if you're still here, like, wow, thank you. I would really appreciate if you would take something from it and leave me a comment down below of what you thought of it, and if you want to get a notification whenever I'm uploading a video, actually it's every Sunday, but still, if you want to get a notification, then turn on the bell, I think it's called. Yeah, I think it's called bell. And see you next Sunday. Bye.